So we have all of these AI solutions that provide value today. And so we give those agencies an ability to take that and actually bring it out and offer it as a practice that they can grow their business and offer more to their end customers. So it's win-win-win for everyone involved. And that's why it's such a large part of our business. It's mutually beneficial to all of us that are involved.
All right, here we are. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Inside Partnering, and we are here. Guess where we are? Where are we, Mike?
We are at Moscone Center in San Francisco for HubSpot INBOUND.
That's amazing. It's, last year and forever it's been in Boston, and here we are in San Francisco. How about that?
In my town this time. I didn't have to fly 5 hours out to Boston, but really vibrant. San Francisco is coming back. We're excited to have this conference here and have HubSpot Orange all over the city.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and I think Moscone is just a great place for technology. Like Dreamforce has been here forever, and so many events are just really make it here. So it's really cool to have HubSpot here.
Really cool, yeah. I mean, HubSpot, all the orange. They have billboards up in the city that say, I think I saw a really clever one. It said, "Sourdough has holes, your data shouldn't." I thought it was really clever, HubSpot. Good job on that marketing.
That's a good one, yeah. Well, so I'm so excited to be joined by Mike Stocker, and Mike is, an icon in the technology industry, partnerships. You are, Mike. Going all the way back to Marketo, I think 5 years you were with Marketo, and then Meta and Rollworks, and now with CallRail and VP of Partnerships at CallRail. Mike, welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been doing partnerships for a long time. Some people call me the Kevin Bacon of partnerships and MarTech. I know most people in the industry. It's been a pleasure doing this kind of work. Really enjoy partnerships. I feel like the function of partnerships is all about building bridges. And if that's what we keep in mind, we build a lot of value, we build those bridges, and a lot of parties benefit, right? So your end customers benefit and both the companies partnering. So that's the part I love about partnerships, and that's why I've been in this space a long time.
Yeah, it's, I think, it's really interesting, both, Rollworks and then also the work that you're doing at CallRail. You guys are a technology provider, and, you work a lot with marketers and call center folks for. Do you tell me what a little bit more about what CallRail, the value that CallRail delivers? But I want to talk to you about that in your technology partnerships and things like that.
Yeah, it's a great question. So CallRail is like the lead engagement platform that makes it really easy for businesses to optimize their marketing, attract the quality leads, and convert more customers. So help them grow their business with confidence, right? We have something like 200,000 plus end businesses that leverage CallRail, and we work with something like 7,000 agency partners. Here at HubSpot, we're a major partner. We have north of 3,000 to 4,000 installs of HubSpot customers that are leveraging CallRail to see value for their business. We're rolling out all kinds of new products that are really interesting in the AI space, which we can talk about. We have, of those 7,000 agency partners we work with, something like 1,000 of them are actually HubSpot solutions partners also. So we've got a great footprint here in the HubSpot ecosystem. That's why we're big sponsors of Inbound and trying to show up in this ecosystem.
Yeah, I think you guys announced something just earlier this spring with HubSpot, the really pretty cool integration with CallRail and the agent.
So CallRail has a new product called Voice Assist. And think about this, it's a product that allows you to basically answer your calls even when you don't have a human available. So maybe off hours or maybe on weekends. We have now a voice agent. It's all AI powered, and it takes all that history that CallRail has. So we work with you to do the call tracking and analytics, but it takes all that history, it looks at your website, and it actually builds an agent that has context and knowledge about your business. And so it's able to answer calls. And so we've built an integration to HubSpot that actually sends that data into HubSpot, makes it available there, so our mutual customers see even more value. So it's really powerful. We're talking a lot about it. We're giving a lot of demos. I mean, for agencies that are buying media out on the web, it then allows them to buy media at any time, right? And so I think that's really valuable because you don't have to buy the most expensive media. You can actually buy media in off hours or on weekends, and it actually drives someone to qualify, to book an appointment, or to book a sale. So really powerful stuff, and we're excited to announce that partnership with HubSpot. But we've also announced, partnerships with CTV providers, which think about that.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we announced with Mountain, MNTN last week, and there's a great synergy there with our call tracking, driving from the CTV ad all the way through to did a call happen. So that's our core call tracking business. But also with the voice assist in the future, like now you can buy CTV ads that actually run at all hours, and you're going to be able to drive it in and have an agent answer it for you. And we haven't had a chance to talk about the agent yet, but you can't stump our agent. It's really a great product. So
that's really cool.
Check out CallRail Voice Assist if you haven't. Yeah.
Well, so how does something like that come about, Mike? What's the process, and where do the I'm thinking of the integration with HubSpot or with Mountain. Are those things that are driven from customer demand? Do they come from the CallRail product team? Do they come from customer? Like where do they? What's the sort of source of that in the process for saying, hey, we're going to go invest in this integration?
Yeah, Chip, that's a great question. It happens all of those ways. So determining building an integration comes from feedback that you hear from your customers. It comes from your product team coming up with innovative ideas and saying, hey, this would be a really interesting use case. It comes from sometimes your partner team. I've come up with ideas and said, hey, there would be mutual value there that we pick up when we have conversations with partners or end customers or that type of thing, right? So, it comes from all of those different places. And I think the most important thing, though, is to have a pulse on your customers. What are they looking for? What would make their lives easier? What would give them value? So I said this earlier, but the way a partnership works is you have to have both partners. So it's like a three-legged stool. Both partners have to have value creation for their business. But then the third leg of the stool that everyone forgets is the end customer. The end customer has to get value as well. And if you think about it that way, then you'll be successful with some of these integrations.
Like, what is that better together story? Why is it, 1 + 1 = 3 kind of thing, right?
That's right. And I think a lot of times you have to take a hypothesis and say, I think this is why that 1 + 1 will be 3, or it'll be better together. But then you have to pressure test it. You have to put it out in the market. You have to get early adopters. You have to get their feedback, and then you have to iterate quickly. And I think that's a part of partnerships that a lot of partner leaders don't realize. They'll put an integration out there, and then they won't touch it for 2 years or 3 years. That's the wrong approach. I think you have to treat each integration as almost its own business. You have to get feedback loops going, and you have to constantly iterate.
It's a product.
It's a product, and you have to constantly iterate and improve. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love that. The fast iteration and trying, getting feedback, see how it works, and then making improvements.
That's right. So I think that's a process that a lot of partnership teams need to get better at, is thinking like entrepreneurs, thinking about ways to iterate and improve. Yeah.
Mike, you have CallRail has now 7,000 agency partners. So you have that's a big part of your partner story. Tell me about those partners and what's the value that they're bringing to CallRail. How are you working together?
Yeah, it's a great question. We're really proud of our agency partner ecosystem. We work with 7,000 agencies as customers, as partners, and with that drives north of 50% of our business.
Wow.
So a very successful program. And the way that we work with them is it started with our original product, which is call tracking. A lot of agencies actually want to work with us because they want to show that they're driving the things that the businesses they represent are driving calls, right? And so through using CallRail, many of our agencies work with us where they actually buy CallRail and they cover the cost because they want to show that value that they are driving calls to the inbound business. But then also some of them work with us on a referral basis where they send us leads and say, we think you should be using CallRail because it helps us show the value and helps us optimize the campaign. So that's on our traditional call tracking business. But also now that we're coming out with all of our AI solutions, all of our agency partners are being asked this question. I go out and I meet with a lot of them. They're all being asked, what are you doing with AI? AI is the buzz and everyone's talking about it. We actually have real solutions that provide value immediately. So we talked about our voice assist, voice agent. But we also have a lot of AI around looking at the transcripts, looking at keywords that come out of the transcripts, looking at things like sentiment, and providing AI recommended like follow-ups, AI recommended like coaching. So we have all of these AI solutions that provide value today. And so we give those agencies an ability to take that and actually bring it out and offer it as a practice that they can grow their business and offer more to their end customers. So it's win-win-win for everyone involved. And that's why it's such a large part of our business. It's mutually beneficial to all of us that are involved.
Well, that goes right back to the better together, right? I mean, there's a value for you.
It's on the agency or solutions partner side.
So, Mike, tell me about, with the agency partners, you just launched a new program earlier this spring for MDF funding for agencies. Tell me about that and how's that working?
Yeah, well, we just talked about how agencies are such an important part of our business, right? So we want to invest in those agency. Here at HubSpot, they call them solutions partners, but agency partners, very similar. So we want to help enable them and empower their business. And so we've launched an MDF program. We've also launched CallRail Community, where they can actually submit their good work, and we can do case study development and all of that. We have a CallRail Classroom, where we actually can provide them education. And so we're trying to do a whole lot of items that are programs that can help our agency partners so that they're more successful when they're out marketing and promoting CallRail to their customers. And so the MDF program is where we can do joint events together. They say, an agency might come to us. I met with one last night, in fact, that said, hey, there's a healthcare event. It's a PE thing. A lot of PE-based, owned companies are going to be there in the healthcare vertical. It'd be perfect fit for CallRail, specifically for the voice assist product that we have. You guys should be there. Like, it would be a great fit. Can we go together? And that stemmed into a conversation of, do we have a case study that we can jointly talk about there and really highlight the value? And so all of these programs are designed to show that impact, show that value. And once you do that, it starts the flywheel going. And then other agencies can say, wow, I can do that with that product, and I can make this customer, it might spark interest, or it might spark some business. And so that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to give them tools, we're trying to spark interest, we're trying to drive new business by inspiring people and saying, hey, I could do that, or let's check it out.
What's the uptake been?
It's been phenomenal. We launched our voice assist product, and immediately we saw hundreds and thousands of customers raising their hand and saying, hey, we're interested, we want to learn more. And so if that's anything, in the early days, it's super exciting. And I think likewise with our programs that we're doing, so the MDF program and some of the others, we're having a lot of agencies come to us and say, hey, we have this great customer value statement or this great case study. Can you help us highlight it? Because it helps them grow their business, helps us grow our business, and like I said, it helps end customers or other agencies get more ideas.
Yeah, it's terrific. So one of the things that everyone, all partner leaders are wondering about, nervous about, but how do you how would you measure your success? How do you measure the success of partners and the partner program for CallRail?
Wow, it's a good question. It's multifaceted. I think I did one of these with you a while back, and we talked about the 4 lenses of partner impact. I talk about this quite a bit, but partners impact your business in many ways. They help you with co-marketing, so top-of-funnel marketing, new leads coming in. That's one lens. They help you through integrations with things like product capabilities. So through integrations, you can do more, right? Product capabilities, expanded use cases, all of that. That's the second lens. The third lens is something like resale, or new sales, where an agency refers you business, or a partner is reselling your software, or just pure standard referrals, where they're sending you new business, so net new business, which helps on your sales side. And then the last way that partners help is around improved retention. So we see, and HubSpot has just shared some of this, but lots of companies see that if a partner is involved, if there are integrations in place, retention improves. You're able to keep that customer longer, keep that customer happier, and ultimately grow that customer.
Because the partner's engaged and they're
Engaged, they're more sticky because they're using different connections. That's on the integration side. When an agency or solutions partner is involved, retention is also higher because they have great expertise, they know your product, and so that end customer is better set up for success. So there's wins on all those 4 lenses I just talked about. Additional co-marketing, additional sales, better retention, you name it, right? Partners help across the different lenses. We are measured by partner influence, partner source deals. We look at all of that. We look at number of integration installs that happen. So we have something like 10 or 15 metrics that we look at as a partner team to say, are we driving the impact that we want? One interesting stat that we look at is number of customers with 1 or more integration. Because that helps us as a proxy of, is that going to help with retention? Is that going to help with other areas? And we have seen that it does. So those customers that have at least 1 integration churn at something like 40% less. Now, as a SaaS business, wouldn't you like to say, hey, here's this. Now, it's not a silver bullet, but it's one piece of the puzzle. And this is why companies should invest in tech integrations, but also invest in agency partnerships, solutions partnerships, because that helps also.
That's fantastic. Gosh, Mike, I love the 4 pillars of value and that we did talk. We did. I think it was 2023, maybe a couple of years ago. Supernote, I think it was in San Diego, and that you're still.
It still applies. It hasn't changed. I encourage all of you go and look at those 4 lenses, 4 pillars. It'll apply to your business also. So no matter what business you're in, all of those lenses should apply. And when you evaluate a new partner, you should see that they deliver more than just one lens. If they're doing just one lens, it may not be enough to invest in that partnership. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, Mike, this has been terrific. A little crazy with a lot of
energy and all of that. A lot of people coming by, but it's great connecting with you. I think the cool thing is being here at HubSpot INBOUND. HubSpot believes in partners. Yesterday they had a partner day. It's great to see a major platform investing in partnerships. They understand the value of ecosystem. Angie O'Dowd is now taking over to have a combined app partner program plus solutions partners. And I think that that's going to be real future, because just like I talked about, CallRail has solutions partners as well as integration partners. HubSpot sees that same dynamic in their ecosystem, and it provides a ton of value. And so real excited to be here and sponsor this and provide value for all of our end customers. So thanks for chatting partnerships.
Yeah.
We love that you're doing your new Inside Partnering podcast. It's awesome.
Terrific. Thanks, Mike. All right. I think with that, we'll sign off and just have a great event here at Inbound, and great chatting with you.
Awesome. Nice chatting with you always. Thanks.
And thank you all for joining, and for Inside Partnering, we'll say thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.